So politics has also erupted now over the Delhi blast case outside the Red Fort, with leaders questioning the government's narrative on the suicide bombing theory and the nature of the terror attack. Congress leader and former Home Minister P. Chidambaram on Wednesday talked of homegrown terrorists and said the government's discreet silence is because it knows about them. And this has garnered sharp reaction from the Bharatiya Janata Party, asking why Congress or why Chidambaram is giving a clean chit to Pakistan. Let's go across to Pragya, my colleague who's joining us in the broadcast with more details. BJP, in fact, hitting out at the Congress party at Chidambaram, reminding them that first they coined saffron terror. Now Chidambaram says homegrown terror.
Absolutely, Swati, and there are leaders in the BJP that even questioning Mr. P. Chidambaram, saying that there were times when you used to make dossiers and send them across to Pakistan as a proof, but nothing actually took place against Pakistan, neither at the international level nor Pakistan on its own took action against the terrorists that they used to supply and also send to India for causing this blast and terrorist and carrying out terrorist activities. In fact, many of the BJP leaders are questioning Congress about their own policies regarding terrorism and how they dealt with the terrorism, their modus operandi, and also how they bow down to many international pressures when it comes to taking these terrorists down and also bringing them to justice. But yesterday Prime Minister has again reiterated that these terrorists are, and also the supporters, not just supporters, but their those who provided logistic support, sponsors, coordinators, everyone will be brought to justice. This is a promise that Prime Minister has made, and in fact Cabinet has also passed a resolution regarding this. But having said that, after Mr. P. Chidambaram's remarks on a social media,
yes, many are... Stay on with us. Let's take a look at those remarks that Mr. Chidambaram put out on social media, explaining the type of terrorists there are. Here on the screen we have that tweet put out by P. Chidambaram. P. Chidambaram says, and I quote, "I have maintained before and after the Pahalgam terror attack that there are two kinds of terrorists: foreign trained infiltrated terrorists and homegrown terrorists." Here is that part which has led to this massive controversy. Then he goes on to say, "I said so in Parliament during the debate on Operation Sindoor. I was mocked and trolled for the reference to homegrown terrorists," once again emphasizing on homegrown terrorists. "However, I must say that the government observed a discreet silence because the government knows that there are homegrown terrorists too. The point of this tweet is we should ask ourselves, what are the circumstances that turn Indian citizens, even educated persons, into terrorists?" So first he emphasizes on homegrown terrorists, and he says we should actually be asking ourselves about the circumstances. Is this a justification of terrorism? He says we should look into what are the circumstances that turn Indian citizens, even educated people, into terrorists. Let's now listen to the political reactions we are getting.
One has to understand that the fight against terror, there are only two sides. You are either fighting against terror and against the terrorists, or you are standing with them. There is no middle path. And this is how it is. And if this kind of a narrative is to be taken, then Mr. Chidambaram and the Congress party would do well to meet the families of the victims to explain their point of view. And this apologist approach towards those who have failed their country, because the victims who have died include Muslims as also Hindus. So therefore there is no such narrative that can be built. This is the Congress party's typical approach of trying to create a narrative with its vote bank politics, including the statements at Sharm el-Sheikh, which tries to paint perpetrators of terrorism as victims.
So BJP says Congress party is following the same old agenda of painting perpetrators as victims. We also have a reaction coming in from JDU that has questioned Congress party's stand over Delhi blast, asking till what extent the Congress party and its leaders will justify terrorists.
आखिर कांग्रेस पार्टी को हो क्या गया है? आतंकवाद की भी नई परिभाषा, स्वदेशी आतंकवादी, विदेशी आतंकवादी। अरे आतंकवादी होता किस धर्म का है, किस समुदाय का है, यह महत्वपूर्ण नहीं है। उसने जो कृत्य किया है वो अमानवीय कृत्य किया है। कैसा तर्क आपने दे दिया कि परिस्थिति आतंकवादी में भी आतंकवादी बन रहे। कौन सी ऐसी परिस्थिति है? देश के अंदर में हर धर्म के लोग, हर जाति के लोग, और देश के जब संविधान है डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर का, तो कोई परिस्थिति बस आतंकवादी बनेगा, यह मेरी समझ में तो नहीं आ रहा है।
Well, we have more reactions coming in. Let's listen into how leaders in the opposition are responding.
पी चिदम्बरम यूपी 1, यूपी 2 में भी इस तरह की बात करते थे, लेकिन जो चिदम्बरम जी के समय पे जो कुछ हुआ उनके बतौर गृह मंत्री, सैकड़ों आसपास तकरीबन 50 से ज्यादा मुसलमान लड़के इनोसेंट 12 साल बाद 15 साल बाद हाई कोर्ट सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जरिए बाइज्जत बरी हुए। होम ग्रोन बाहर ग्रोन का मामला नहीं है। ये आतंकवाद की जड़ें दिल्ली तक कैसे पहुंचे, ये हुआ कैसे? ये हमारा जो नेशनल सिक्योरिटी एडवाइजर है, हम तभी तो पूछना चाहते हैं कि इसको पूछा जाए कि तुम्हारा काम क्या है। प्रधानमंत्री के विदेश में कार्यक्रम करवाना और राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा से आपको कोई मतलब नहीं है, तो क्यों ना आपको हटा दिया जाए।
35 साल से तो जम्मू कश्मीर में टेररिज्म से हम भुगत रहे हैं, और पूरे इंडिया के अंदर आप देखेंगे यूपी बिहार में एक तरह का टेररिज्म है। वहाँ जो देख रहे हैं आप कि गाय चलता हुआ ले जाता आदमी तो उसकी पिटाई होती है, किसी ने अगर चोरी की है तो उसको शरेआम पीटा जाता है। इसको अंदरूनी टेररिज्म कहते हैं। पहली बात यह है कि 2014 के अंदर बात अगर देखेंगे जम्मू कश्मीर के अंदर या इंडिया के अंदर किस तरह का माहौल बना हुआ है, ये तो किसी से छुपा हो नहीं। आज मैं सवाल करता हूँ प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी से कि आप प्राइम मिनिस्टर हैं, आप बताइए कहाँ से आ रहे हैं? ये जो पहलगाम के यहाँ लाल किले के अंदर जो हुआ है, ये कहाँ से आया है?
More reactions coming in, more breaking input, shameful bickering on Delhi blast. Statement by AAP leader Saurabh Bharadwaj has now led to a political face-off, he says. And he's talking about the victim here, says, new costume, but later the victim appears to have a plaster when he is meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. BJP has hit out at Saurabh Bharadwaj, saying Saurabh Bharadwaj and the Aam Aadmi Party is acting in desperation, and they are now mocking the victims as well. Let's go across to Akanksha, my colleague, who's joining us with more details on those reactions.
Absolutely. Let me take you through the claim by the Aam Aadmi Party and a counter claim that is coming from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Saurabh Bharadwaj of the Aam Aadmi Party has said that on 11th of November, that is the day after the attack took place, Chief Minister of Delhi, Rekha Gupta, met with the patient, and you can see the photo here. The very next day, the Prime Minister also met with the same patient, but here you can see he's not wearing the plaster in hand. Here he is. Now, clarification has come in from the Bharatiya Janata Party, and here's what Amit Malviya has mentioned. Here's a quick reality check. Chief Minister Rekha Gupta visited the blast victim at the LNJP hospital on 11th November. Detailed investigation report, including the x-rays, were completed soon after the victim was placed in a cast. Chandni Chowk MP Shri Praveen Khandelwal visited the LNJP hospital at 12:15 p.m. on 11th November. Before the Prime Minister visit, the patient had already been attended to, and he was amongst the first MP met. Now here he attacks the Aam Aadmi Party and says, now sit down and read the mandate. Former Aam Aadmi Party MLA, first Arvind Kejriwal chose Atishi over you, and then Delhi rejected you. Get the message. So this is how clarification has been given by the Bharatiya Janata Party, but the politics over the blast continues.
So claims and counterclaims, politics continues on the issue. Let me go across to Isha. Isha, there are several such statements coming in from the opposition questioning intelligence failure, but AAP has taken this to another level. AAP is putting out photos of the victims, saying that one of them was seen talking to the Prime Minister with a plaster, but before that, when he met the Chief Minister, there's no plaster that is at least visible in the photo. So he is questioning that, in a way questioning and mocking the victim. That's what the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying.
The BJP is claiming that Aam Aadmi Party Delhi Chief Saurabh Bharadwaj is indeed questioning the victim, and Saurabh Bharadwaj actually put out a tweet on social media platform X. He put out two pictures of the same patient, one with Chief Minister Rekha Gupta and one with Prime Minister Modi, and the patient looks different in both. In one of them, he looks like there is a plaster in his hand, and the other, he is not looking that visibly injured. However, this has led to a lot of back and forth between the two parties. BJP is coming in and slamming the Aam Aadmi Party, saying that this is pure slander, and just because the elections have been lost, this is pure whataboutery. Saurabh Bhardwaj is pointing at the two images, stating that this is dramatic and this is only something that the BJP is doing to save face. So all the opposition parties, including the Aam Aadmi Party, have been questioning the government.
Right.
And the questioning and the government has also been
Right. So
responding.
politics continues, the blame game continues. Isha, thank you for getting us.